Yo, welcome to vlog number 9, guys. Today I will be talking about the video game series Assassin's Creed, following up from vlog 7, where I talked about why video games aren't entirely bad. So in this episode, I'm going to talk about one of my all-time favorites, the series, the Assassin's Creed series, and why I've liked it so much. So let's start from all the way from the beginning. I was in first grade. First grade was nearly over, and on YouTube I saw this game called Assassin's Creed. I didn't know what that was because I was only in primary school, and before that I was always playing browser games and 2D games. So that was actually my first RPG 3D game that I ever played. Also the first game by Ubisoft. And my dad actually, my dad's side family were actually pretty hardcore gamers, so my dad installed it on his computer, and I just noticed that, and I asked him if I could try it out. He said sure, and I fell in love with it. Not only because the graphics was great compared to all of the browser games that I played before that, it's also because it taught me history, which is something I was starting to learn in primary school. And to be honest, the way that the school taught me, I think it was pretty boring, but Assassin's Creed was like a whole new way to learn history, so that's another reason that Assassin's Creed made me love it so much. And also because it's based around strategy, the stealth mode, and how you need to kill the enemies without being seen for a smoother completion of the mission or a higher sync score. And that was something that I really liked, even though some of the optional objectives were a bit annoying, and that's why I started to use modifications. But then moving on to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and 2, the Ezio trilogy.
Ezio. Audi something?
Ezio Auditore.
Ezio Auditore de la. Prego.
Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
Of course, as many other people, it's one of my favorite trilogies, or like the storylines in Assassin's Creed of mine. Not only because the Ezio storyline was so touching, but also because the content, and also because, as I said in vlog 7, I love Leonardo da Vinci, which was featured in that trilogy, so that's another reason why I loved it. Moving on to Assassin's Creed 3, I actually finished Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and Brotherhood in the time span of 1 year when I was in first grade, because at that moment it was like a really new thing for me, and I was like really curious about this genre of games, so I was playing it every time after I finished my homework or the studying things that I had to do. And after that it was more like, switching into a casual gameplay mode to play when I feel like I want to learn something or just have fun and have some entertainment. So Assassin's Creed 3, which also had the introduction of multiplayer. And even though the concept is pretty simple, it's actually pretty fun to train your observation and blending skills. And also, I think it was a really good chance for me to learn about the American history, the Civil War. And I really loved how the Apple of Eden mixes in with the story, and how George Washington was the evil one in this story mode. And then moving on to Black Flag, which I just recently started because it came out free on Ubisoft. So I got one of the free copies, and I just enjoyed my time with it. I finished all of it, including all of the collectibles. And I think collectibles are a pretty good, some side activities to do when you're just free roaming and you have some extra time on your hands. And also, I think I like to play games, and games aren't always a bad thing, because if you have something you want to work for, like entertainment, then it's gonna motivate you even more to do something, even if you already like the thing that you're doing. For example, the projects. Let's take vlog number 5, the line stickers. I would want to finish at least 5 drawings per day before I would start playing. And even though I already like drawing 5 stickers may be a little bit much for one day, so that's why having gaming as a motivation for me is something that's really good to push yourself to finish something quickly. As you guys can see, we've already gone through 7 of these games in these series, and not to talk about the DLC versions. So the gameplay was actually getting a bit old, even though each new game had a new storyline, but the gameplay, the core gameplay of Assassin's Creed was getting old. And introducing Assassin's Creed Origins, they had a completely different gameplay and completely different HUD. Personally, I think it was a turn for the better. What do you think? Is it better than the previous Assassin's Creed games? Is it worse? Comment down below. And that brings an end to this video. I hope I told you guys what I knew about Assassin's Creed. If you have any more questions about what I think about Assassin's Creed or other games, or advice on my future videos, comment down below, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.